As a lot of you know from my dark past, I used to be addicted to a lot of different drugs when I was growing up. I totally lacked self-control, self-discipline, and that's why my life used to be all over the place. And the only reason why today I've made my goals a reality is because I learned how to discipline myself. Because you see, your goals right now, what's preventing you from reaching your biggest dreams is the fact that you lack that self-control, 100% consistency. And that's what I'm going to share with you today, the 5 things you got to do every single day so you can make your dreams a reality as well. Now, before I reveal these points inside it, I can't wait to reveal what's in here. It's finally arrived and I'll be doing an unboxing video very soon. It's taken me over a year to create what's in here, an investment of upwards of $25,000. If you can guess what's in here, do let me know in the comments box below. Guess whatever it could be, and I'm looking for a handful of you also to get involved in this private launch we'll be doing before we take it public. It'll be absolutely incredible, by the way. Watch this space, look out for this video, it'll be posted on our YouTube channel very soon. Without further ado, let's get started on the first point, which is low glycemic index foods, okay? What successful people understand is this. During your prime time, when you feel good, you'll always notice how you are self-disciplined. So self-discipline and self-control is easy when you feel great, when you have got that energy. That's why big part of success and time management is not so much trying to manage time, it's trying to manage your energy. So what you gotta understand is what you put in your engine, how you're fueling your supercar called your body, is determined by what you're putting in here. If you put junk in here, if you put high glycemic index foods such as white rice, white bread and so forth, guess what? You're gonna experience the high, but then followed by the crash. If you drink tons of coffee, you'll always experience the high and the crash. And it's during the crash, that's when you lack the self-discipline, isn't it? So what successful people understand is they gotta be able to control what's going on in here, because that determines the energy they feel. So that's the first point. The second point is to realize every single small step is what's dictating your big step right now. That's what's dictating whether or not you'll meet your big goal. Because people out there, they struggle with taking that big action. The reason being is because they haven't even made their freaking bed in the morning. The reason being is because they keep on snoozing the alarm clock. I used to do this all the time when I wasn't self-disciplined in my life. When I was beginning my journey, I used to be so lazy. I used to be addicted to different drugs, so you can imagine, I just used to lie in, I used to give in to every single temptation, left, right, and center, my health was deteriorating, you name it. And one of the things I used to do, I used to just snooze the alarm clock every single morning. If you snooze the alarm clock, think about it for a moment, because when you wake up, that 1 hour window frame is when you're closest to your subconscious mind. Realize that. And if you're gonna snooze the alarm clock, and that's gonna be your first action you do in the morning, you're setting an agenda, that seed has been planted, and that's how you're gonna show up for the rest of the day. It may seem like a little step, it may seem like a small step, but that's what's gonna prevent you from moving on to the next step. Realize everything you do, every single small step is what equals the biggest step. The reason why you may be finding it hard right now to take action on the biggest things out there, it's because you aren't taking the small steps. You aren't doing the little actions that equal the big actions. Make your bed in the morning. Don't snooze your alarm clock. Set yourself up to win. Eat healthy, whatever it may be. Common knowledge is not necessarily commonly practiced. So do what you know, because you already know this stuff. You gotta realize the small steps equals the big step. Every single day. Train your mind, condition your mind, because it's like a muscle. The third is in regards to looking at the future cost of everything you do. Right now, you have got bad habits in your life. That could be in regards to your health. Maybe you're grabbing that sugary snack. That's your pick-me-up. Maybe it's in regards to procrastination issues. Maybe it's in regards to the way you're managing your time. It's not so much the implications that this action has on that one given day, it's the implication that has on the future days, the future weeks, future years. Because your mind is amazing at knowing every single trapdoor of convincing you that it's okay. Because remember this, you're controlled by your subconscious and unconscious on a day-to-day basis most of the time. So you can consciously know what you want in terms of what you want to achieve, but you always be sabotaged by subconscious and unconscious. And you always find how every single day you do something bad, but then your mind does this amazing thing called justification. Your brain is designed to help you to survive. Remember that. It's not designed to make you happy. It's not designed to make you successful. It's designed to make you survive. So this is why it looks at the short term opposed to a long term. That's why you got to consciously awaken yourself every single day. When you find yourself being automated, because most of your performances every single day is just habitual behaviors. When you find yourself giving into the bad, negative habit, ask yourself this. Take a deep breath in. Pause and think about what you're about to do and ask yourself this very question. What's the implications of this bad habit in the future? Ask yourself, how about within the 1 hour window frame? That might feel okay. You might feel good in that 1 hour window frame. How about 10 hours? How about 24 hours? How about 1 week? How about 1 month? How about 1 year? How about 10 years? Everybody who looks at the short-term instant gratification tend to lose in life. Yes, it feels great in the moment eating that sugary snack, whatever it may be, but then you gotta look at the long-term consequences of this, because your mind will try to trip you up saying, oh, it's only today, but the problem is you said that yesterday, and you're playing out the same habit every single day. It's not so much procrastinating once that causes the issue, but you keep on doing it. You've been doing it since last week, last year, you promised yourself this will be your year, but you're playing out the same pattern. So you got to look at the future cost of this action. You have got bad habits right now that you keep on telling yourself it's only one day, but you're repeating it every single day. That's having a huge impact on your future. So realize this, failure is never an accident, success is never an accident. Look at the future cost of everything you do and only align with those things that gets you a step closer towards your future self. Now, the fourth point is in regards to having a mindset shift in terms of how you're approaching life. Most broke people, they're playing offensive. They're trying to attack. This is how they play about their life. They wait until it's too late, such as they ignore all of the health warnings. They ignore all of the things that they've been hearing in terms of what's good for you. They don't even do the basic things, and they end up becoming ill one day. Now they're looking for the cure of their illness, and guess what? They end up being tripped up by the big pharmaceutical industry who targets people like those people who can't take control of their mindset because they're just waiting until it's too late trying to solve an issue. So if you are willing to be falling into a victim of the corrupted health industry, by all means continue what you're doing. But that's where most people lose. 99% of people try to attack something after it's too late. What successful people do, they play defensive. They allow themselves to not get onto that level in the first place. They allow themselves to not get to that stage in the first place. They stop themselves way in advance, and that way they don't need to try to treat some form of illness they're going through because they've set the game in their favor. Ask yourself right now, how can you set yourself up to win? Every single day, knowing all of your kryptonite, all of the weaknesses in advance, how can you set yourself up to win? Because successful people plan. While broke people, they just wish and hope that things will be okay. Don't wish and hope, because you'll drift on by and you'll never get results in your life. That's the fourth point. The fifth point is keep it clean. Keep it clean. The reason why you want to keep it clean is plenty of studies have shown when one group of participants were shown a messy desk and one group of participants were shown a clean desk, there were two different contrasts in terms of how these two groups of people performed. The group that saw the clean desk, they were more clean in terms of how they were approaching their day. It was more efficient, it was more tidy, and it was more productive. The people who saw the messy desk, they were all over the place. They wasn't keeping track of their time, all of that stuff. And so you gotta ask yourself right now, how does your environment look? I'm not gonna talk today in terms of your friends, because I'm sure you already know that you can't hang around with unsuccessful people if you wanna be on that next level, right? I'm sure you already know that. If you don't, go check out more videos here on Success Inside in terms of your peer group and why tons of studies, science-backed today, is showing you are the average of 5 people you hang around with. Now, I'm talking more in terms of your environment in regards to how does your work desk look? How does your house look? How does your home office look? How does your office look? How your desk looks, how everything looks, I highly suggest you just declutter. So it's just minimal, it just looks clean, because you'll find when you've got a clean environment, you just feel clean in here, and you've got less resistance and you can feel more disciplined every single day. These are the 5 habits that every self-disciplined person does every single day in order to have more self-control and so they can achieve their goals much, much faster. If you found today's video helpful, be sure to click that like button, comment below what's a habit that you've been reminded of that you're going to take action on today, and share this video with a friend or loved one who's got to hear this message, as life is all about paying it forwards. And as always, Insider, follow your heart, my friend, and take action. And go live the life you're truly born to live. I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care.